What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy. It is Kit Nagy. It is Nagy on Sports. And it is week 14 here, and our Browns are back at home after a rough trip to the West Coast. Good to be back and good to continue to control their own destiny in terms of the playoffs. But if they keep dropping these games, they're going to get less and less control of their own destiny. So excited to bring this one to you here today. Kit, how are we doing today?
Doing well, and obviously excited about this one. Good to be back at home in Cleveland. A big game here, and you're right, absolutely in charge of their destiny, but they have to start winning. This is going to be an important part of that, as they're starting to get right on defense with some health coming back. Denzel Ward a big part, Cameron Mitchell a big part, and certainly looking to try to make good on that here in this one.
Absolutely. They are. So still some mystery on who's going to play quarterback for both teams. I just decided to leave Lawrence in there. That's as strong as they will be in the sim. If he does play tomorrow, he's certainly not going to be 100%, but
yeah, they're saying
it was a 59 overall. It just didn't feel like it would be fair.
Yep, and they're saying game time decision on him, but potentially more importantly, whether or not he plays both left tackle and left guard out of this one with injuries.
Yep, already put Blake Hance in as the left tackle, which is what I saw, and Ezra Cleveland will slot in at the left guard. So they run behind that, kind of an interesting like triple option look there. They'll pick up 11 with Travis Etienne on the first play. Again, for the Browns, as Kit mentioned, Denzel Ward is back, and Cameron Mitchell is back if they go into a true dime look. Also, he hasn't officially been elevated, but we do have Deron Harmon on the practice squad, veteran kind of backup safety, so I decided to make him active. So if you see number 30 running around there, he would be there instead of Tanner McAllister. My guess is they'll activate at least one of them tomorrow, but we'll have to see. I don't know. Yep. Incomplete now. Tomlinson with the good pressure, setting up a first third down of the game. Hi, Karen. Welcome in. Dogs are barking here. Looks like a beautiful day in the land. Play action. Lawrence. He'll sling it, and he'll just sling it out of bounds. Evan Ingram, his talented tight end, was in the vicinity, but it'll flow out of bounds, and already Denzel's presence back. You can see he locked up Zay Jones. Also Christian Kirk, abdominal core muscle injury, so their best receiver will be out as well for this one. So I mean, we're getting to the part of the year where just everybody is so beat up, and it's, are our beat up guys going to be able to withstand your beat up guys at this point?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, again, not officially announced, but we're assuming that it will be Flacco just because DTR was cleared just a couple of days ago. Maybe a DTR package, but at this point it looks like Flacco did take the majority of the first team reps, so we're expecting it to be him. Big news from today, James Hudson will be rocking the right tackle spot as DeJuan Jones was downgraded to out. So that's a big blow. Here's a little RPO left side to Cooper, who was just activated again, and he picks up a nice catch on first down to get started for the Browns. Welcome in, Don. Go Browns. Pretty exciting day here in Columbus. The Columbus Crew are going to be playing the LAFC for the MLS Championship here in about an hour, right down the road, and the city is a-buzzing.
Yeah, big game, and a lot of hype over it. Very good squads. Very, very good squads going into that one.
Yep. That's right. Kit Nagy's home city is battling it out.
That's right.
For soccer dominance.
That's right. They've been very good for quite a while now.
All right, first down catch, give them 19. They have to Elijah Moore. They'll shift everybody over. Also, we should see the return of number 3, Marquise Goodwin, finally clearing the concussion protocol. It feels like it had been almost a month since he took that vicious hit to the back of the head on a deep ball that he was not able to bring in. So keep an eye for number 3. He's been the only one that really runs that reverse game with any amount of threat, and obviously can stretch the field if they should choose to do that as well.
I like that.
First catch of the day for the Chiefs sets up a big 3rd and 4, just over the midfield stripe. Here's Flacco from a shotgun. Back to pass. They'll rush just 3, so he's got time to pick them apart, and he'll dice it to the left side for Amari Cooper and a first down Browns.
I feel like that green little thing showing up over top of the receiver is new. I don't recall seeing that before.
Yeah, it's like part of the passing mechanic thing, but yeah, you're right. I was just kind of going through settings just to see where things were at, and I was like, oh, let's change from classic passing to like the new passing mechanic that they built into the game. So it looks like it makes the little signal come up above their heads, which I didn't realize.
Interesting.
I said it can't hurt, but I guess maybe it's the like the color of it's like the accuracy of the pass. Maybe, I don't know. Hey, Mitchell, welcome in. If it's a distraction, I can turn it off for the next game. I just was trying to play with things to, frankly, get them to run the football more. Clearly, that's working. See 7 for 8 here on this opening drive. They will stall out. Tillman running that drag route, but running it a little bit short of the line. Needs to try to get above it. And they're going to go for it here. From the 30 are the Browns.
I like this. I like the go for it here on this spot.
Little throw to the right side. The Chiefs got a wide open 11 yards and a first down. So marching right down the field are Flacco and the Browns, primarily through the air here so far in this one. In fact, I don't think they've handed the ball off once, and now they will with Jerome Ford up the middle.
Yeah, I like the going for it on fourth. I like going for it on 4th and 2 there.
The formations.
Sorry about that. I was going to say I like going for it on 4th and 2 in that spot because not terrible field position if you turn it over on downs. You're not giving up awful field position, but being aggressive early, opportunity to continue your drive, which you do here, and now threatening with a 3rd and 4 in good position.
They'll play action boot to the right side with Flacco. He'll throw it on the run to Akins. Can he get the corner? He cannot. Had a space for a moment. The former number 1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, will drag him to the ground. And so now from the 12 on 4th and 3, it looks like they will trot Hopkins out there to try to put the first points of the board up. Hopkins delivers. So solid opening drive for the Browns. Moved well and then stalled out. They'd have to go for it on 4th down once. Flacco seems efficient and locked in early now. Let's see if the defense can force the football back.
Yeah, I would like to see more, bounce to the run game, of course, which you already mentioned, as the Browns realistically are going to be a little bit more.
A bunch more up. I don't know what's going on.
Going to be a little more reliant on the run than that.
Here comes ETN. He'll try the right side, and it closes quickly. Anthony Walker, so good to have him back. He filled that gap right quick. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Browns crowding the line now. They'll shift to bring Delpit up into the box. 8 in the box now. They'll throw against it. Quick throw to the left side and knocked away. MJ Emerson attacking the receiver at the point of contact, and now 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Lawrence on the play action. He'll fire left side, and it's picked off. Guess who? Cameron Mitchell. Right back into the lineup, and the rookie delivers with a huge interception.
Yeah, love to see that.
He knew he had help over the top, and he undercut the route. What a beauty.
Yeah, it absolutely was beautiful. Well done there by the rookie, just sensing where that one was coming, settling on the route, beautifully taking it away by high pointing it. Really excited to see him back out there, and what a play from him.
Good things happen when you turn around and look for the ball. You saw that Lawrence had underthrown it a little bit. It was a pretty easy interception, all things considered. And now the Browns with great field position. Here comes Kareem, his first touch of the day. He'll try to juke back to the right and then back to the middle and pick up 3. Devon Hamilton, go Bucks, there on the tackle.
Don, to answer your question,
that is a good question.
Looks to
I'd
be
the answer, yes.
Yeah, 40 degrees and overcast for the day. 13-mile-an-hour winds, so relatively light winds, not terribly whipping off the lake there. So it should be a relatively good weather game.
As it gets in December up there. incomplete. He tried to fire it out there to Jerome Ford, and Ford was being tackled by Rayshon Jenkins at the same time as he was trying to catch the football and just could not put it in. The Browns are going for it again. Here we go.
Interesting. I
4th
like
and
this.
5. Oh my, back to pass, 3-step drop over the middle, first down, Tillman, and he holds on. He took a shot, but he held on for the first down, and the rookie on a 4th and 5. The Browns are rolling here.
Yeah, credit him for getting the depth he needed, just enough to get the ball across the line, that time making up for the drag route, not at the depth he needed before.
Wide open, Amari Cooper on the little flag route to the left. And it's a 1st and goal for the Browns up to the 5-yard line. Just nobody caught him. Look at that ball thrown even before he finished his cut. No chance for one of those backup cornerbacks. Arumawarawe coming in again for the injured Tyson Campbell and Christian Braswell. They'll be down a couple of cornerbacks tomorrow as well. 1st and goal from the 5. Pierre Strong into the game. He's open the left. He'll throw it to Strong to the 5, to the 3. Touchdown, Browns! Flacco to Strong. Just like we all drew it up for the first score of the day, and the Browns extend their lead.
Yeah, that was a big play right there. But I want to go back to the play previous to that on Cooper. Wide open on the left side, that little flag route. Beautifully executed by Cooper to create the separation. He actually had the DB on a swivel, opened up the hips the wrong direction, then broke back against the direction that the DB had his hips, which is going to leave him wide open in that spot. And then great anticipation from Flacco to put it right on him out of the break. Really nicely executed, puts you in great position, and then Strong to capitalize. Forcing his way across the end zone line. That was a really nice drive by the Browns.
Browns with an early 10-0 lead here with 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Now here's Etienne, and Miles comes around the corner. Gets him at the line for no gain. Miles' first tackle of the day. Trevor Lawrence under center once again. They'll pitch it this time. Etienne, he's got some blockers with him. He'll cut back to the middle, and that's where Delpit is waiting. JOK also in there as well, and another 3rd and long for the Browns defense. They are barking loud here in Cleveland. Lawrence against the 4-man rush. He'll throw quick. Found a little spot in the zone, and he got it. That's Zay Jones. Just enough of a crease in that zone, able to pick up 21 and a nice first down for the Jaguars.
Yep, found a little bit of that separation on a skinny post just over Awok's head, able to thread the needle into the gap, and well executed with that ball quickly out of his hands for Trevor Lawrence.
Nicely designed against zone there. You saw the crosser that Walker had to respect, and that one step forward gave just enough space, and Lawrence found it. Etienne with 3.
So Don,
we're not sure. Nobody's sure, but I decided to put him in because C.J. Beathard was like a 59 rated player in Madden, and I figured we should at least try to get their best shot in the sim.
So if I were a betting man, I would actually say I would suspect, it would not surprise me for them to sit him, only because they've got a depleted O-line going up against a very good D-line. He's got a high ankle sprain. You don't want to aggravate that in a game like this. And then they've said it's a game time decision. I mean, obviously, if maybe they'll tape it up and give it a go and see where they're at, but this might be a risky spot to put him out there. So we'll see what it ends up being with the injuries on that O-line if they're going to risk it. But he could play, so we don't know.
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously, their clearest path to the playoffs is to win that division, so as much as they feel like they might want to try to get some distance in front of the Browns, keeping your quarterback healthy to play another day would be fine with me. With Miles and Z and those guys coming against a makeshift offensive line, I might want to rest him too.
Yep.
This drive is progressing nicely. First down up the middle. It's Dearness Johnson, the old Brown. And he's into the end zone. Seems fitting. That drive went right down the field. Combination of the run and the pass. And it ends with Dearness in the end zone, and the Jaguars have scored.
That was a nice, very nice drive there for the Jaguars. Browns kind of letting up a bit on the defense, and Jags exploiting some spots they saw, obviously making a few adjustments, and it works to their advantage on that drive.
2 seconds remain on the first quarter clock. Again, Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports with our official Week 14 Browns sim. Waited to today to try to get some clarity on the rosters, and that helped pay off. Is Strong with a nice return up to the 35. That's about as good as it gets for kick returns in our sims, and that is officially the end of the first quarter. But had we simmed this on Thursday or Friday, we wouldn't have had Cooper in, we wouldn't have had Cam Mitchell in. We probably still would have had DeWand in, so we waited to get some clarity, and we got a little clarity. So we'll take it here. Appreciate you joining us on this Saturday afternoon. Hope you are doing well. Here's Jerome Ford up the middle for a couple of yards, given 3 for Jerome. Back to pass. Flacco, they're setting up screen. Can he get rid of it? He can, and he's just going to turf it. It's better than eating a huge sack there, Flacco. Now 3rd and 7 for the Browns. Already thrown 17 passes to the 3 runs. Now, a couple of those are RPOs, but out of balance again. Right side throw. Did he get the toes in? They're saying that he did. Elijah Moore. What a throw, and an even better catch as that old Jet connection seems to be good.
Yeah, that was pretty here. Credit Moore with great body control. That was tight. They're not going to review it, doesn't look like, but able to get his toes down, but nice over-the-shoulder catch in the process, too.
Jacksonville will not challenge. Flacco quickly snaps the next one across the middle to Cooper. Juke move, first down for Cooper. It's already 16 of 19 for a $132 as Flacco here in the beginning stages of quarter number 2. Hey, Keith, welcome in. 1st and 10 now. Flacco, turn around. Forward. He'll try to stretch it to the left side. Can he get the corner? He cannot. We'll give him just 5, but the safety Andre Cisco gets up there quickly to prevent Ford from making the turn. 2nd and 6. Ford remains the tailback out of a shotgun. Now Flacco. He'll step up and dump it to Ford, who gets hit right as he catches it. 3rd and 2 now for the Browns.
I wonder if that's a difficulty of the catch meter.
Pretty efficient offense from them today. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Right side throw, open, and caught it is Elijah Moore at the 8. A long, long out route, and Flacco had good time and put it right on him. And another one of those throw the ball well before the cut, and even at that, just give him enough room to keep it in bounds. Beautiful route, beautiful throw. Flacco seems dialed in here early.
It sure does. Thrown with a rhythm.
Stretches to the left side. Kareem Hunt to the 5, and they'll get pushed back to the 7. I'll say apparently only his forward progress was to the 7, not the 5, which is kind of what it looked like for me. Now 2nd and goal here at the 7. Kareem stays in the game. They'll spread him out. Flip things over, try to identify the package. Sure looks like man-to-man to me. Flacco, it is a zone. He'll fire to the right corner. We'll get some PI perhaps, or holding. And it's going to be PI in the end zone. Cedric Tillman interfered with by Darius Williams, who's the only remaining starting cornerback, as they list 3 starters, and the other 2 guys are going to be out. Now from the pistol, Jerome Ford blown up in the backfield. Devin Lloyd, the former Utah Ute, gets back there. Remember, he had like 9,000 tackles in that bowl game with Ohio State a couple years ago. Now a 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll try Ford again. This time Ford to the middle, to the end zone. Touchdown Browns. Jerome Ford.
A little bit of pinball action there in all the traffic, but able to keep his balance nicely through contact, able to find his way to the end zone. Excellent run there from Ford. Don Tillman wears number 19.
I think Tillman's in 19, right?
Yeah, he was 89 during the preseason process, but then when the roster got trimmed down, he took number 19 to start the season.
So I think Goodwin was 19, and then Goodwin switched to 3, so he jumped to 19.
Yep.
Congratulations, Keith.
Yes. Congratulations. That's really exciting.
I presume, right? Future Nagy Nation fan. Yeah, we're excited.
Very excited about that.
Excited for you. All right, 17-7 here, 10:41 to go. Jaguars with a pretty easy touchdown drive on the previous one. Let's see what they do here. They'll throw it left side. Greg Newsome with a big shot knocks it away from Zay Jones. Took a beating.
Yeah, impressive.
They'll spread it out 5 wide. This is a dangerous idea here. They'll throw it very quickly, and they'll go right back to the slot. This time it's going to be Calvin Ridley. A little 0-on-0 as Ridley against Newsome. In the slot that time is going to be enough for a first down. Doug Peterson sporting that visor over there now. 17-7. Browns with a 10-point lead. First down for the Jags. They'll throw quickly across the middle again. Hit by Cam Mitchell. Calvin Ridley one more time. He's got 5 of the 7 completions already in this game. So clearly going to be a focal point with the absence of Christian Kirk. Somebody moved early. Obo Okoronkwo started to come early, but they'll actually call it on Blake Hance. Some guy named Blake who's playing left tackle right now for the Jags. Walker Little not able to go in this one. Hey, Mason, welcome in. We'll throw over the middle to Evan Ingram, the talented tight end, and Ingram's going to be tackled right near the line to gain. We'll say a 3rd and 1 coming up here. Let's see if the Browns can get a stop. Out of the shotgun. Back to pass. They'll blitz a lot. Right side throw and a good catch. Ridley just went down and caught that thing safe. And a pretty easy pitch and catch for a first down. Browns blitzed a lot. Didn't matter. Couldn't get there quite in time. Trips to the left side. Quick throw to the right. Away from it to Etienne. And a great tackle in space by Owusu Koromoa.
Yeah, impressive defense there from JOK, finding a way. I mean, he's just so reactive, and then just covers so much ground after he makes up his mind where to go. He's really good at that. There he is on an excellent blitz right up the middle.
I was going to say, I was looking at the chat, forgot to look at the screen. Third and 21 now coming for the Jags. 7:25 and counting after the Browns pick up their first sack with JOK blitzing. Now they'll throw left side. Had a man, beat his man. First down. Oh, boy. Ridley again on a 3rd and 21. And MJ Emerson maybe thought he had help over the top because he let him get by him pretty easily. And that's a catch for a first down on a 3rd and very long.
Yes, Rick. Goodwin is
catch. Evan Ingram.
Goodwin is expected to play in this one. He is back from that concussion.
Yes, good to have that knocked away this time by Emerson. And yes, welcome on Rick. Ace formation here. Climbing under his center. Luke Fort, left side. Etienne, good run. And he'll actually be thrown across the first down. Had him stopped about 2 yards shy. And the trailing defensive lineman rather, sort of pushed him back across the line when he made the tackle. Right back into the red zone. Here come the Jags. Lawrence will now roll. Now he'll throw back to the left, and he'll throw it out of bounds. Throwing that one away. Good protection, but better coverage for the defense. Lawrence, turn around, give it to Etienne. He'll try the left, and he'll get stuck real near the line of scrimmage. Good tackle by Newsom, and now a 3rd and 8. Let's see if the Browns can hold them to 3. Ooh, good coverage, and it'll go incomplete. Delpit was over there, flying across Luke Farrell, the tight end. Go Bucks. And they're going to force him to kick the field goal here. McManus out onto the field. Browns get a big stop there.
Yep, those are the downs. The Browns thriving.
Yeah, it would be very nice to get the dubs.
Yep, sure would. And those are the downs there. 3rd and 8, a good down for this defense to be in. They are very dangerous in those kinds of spots and able to prevent any more damage on that drive and just allow a field goal on the chip shot. So within 7 now are the Jags, but certainly a better spot with the good stop from the defense.
Especially with a gimpy quarterback and a makeshift offensive line.
Yep.
Play action, left side throw. Oof, tried to come back around. Difficult catch there. And Cooper was not able to drag it in. Kind of spun his body around midair to try to bring that one in. Could not do so. Now a big drop from under center. Flacco quickly to the right side. It's got Cooper to the 30 to the 35 and a first down to the 36 for Amari Cooper. 5 catches already for him, as again, it has been a borderline air raid offense here to start, with 23 passes and just 28 now, or excuse me, 8 now runs, and this was a pretty effective one. 6 yards for Jerome Ford. More of that is okay.
Yes, it is.
2nd and 4. Flacco taps the hip, and they'll do a quick RPO left side. First down to Cooper. Saw there was going to be an outside zone to the right, but they had RPO action off of it, and he quickly flipped it to Cooper, and he got a nice first down. Trips to the right side now. They'll run forward towards that direction. He's got some space on an outside zone. Good cut to the 45 to the 42. Gain of 9 for Ford. And just a little bit of balance makes it much, much nicer.
Yep, goes a long way.
2nd and 1. They'll play action boot off of it. And they'll find the levels concept to Moore. Tight coverage from Antonio Johnson. One of those 5-star kids that got paid a lot to go to Texas A&M and sort of underperformed while being there. Now kind of playing some nickel here for the Jaguars, and Moore beats him nicely. Great throw on the boot action there from Flacco. They don't have to run another play, and they won't. I agree, having Coop back is big. All right, 2-minute warning here. Appreciate you being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Browns lead 17-10 here in our official Week 14 sim. No, not a screen! Oh, no! Flacco got rid of it again, but it just takes so darn long.
We were talking about that earlier, Don.
We're still trying to figure it out, Don.
Yeah, I think the suspicion is that it's measurement of how difficult the catch is to make. The red is a hard catch, although that one seemed like it should be green, so I don't know. It was showing up as yellow. So my best guess still is probably just a difficulty meter of how hard the catch actually is to make, but I don't know for sure.
I still think it has more to do with the throw, because again, there was actually I changed something about from classic passing settings to like their new pressure plus accuracy or whatever, which again, in coach mode shouldn't really matter, but that thing comes up. So maybe my guess is how hard that he throws it left side to the Chief. It didn't matter how hard, because Chief's into the end zone for a touchdown. And he's not going to do the Chief slam. He's just going to flex and jump around with his guys.
Alrighty then. Nice little route though from the Njoku, able to come up
like a little wheel route.
Yep, able to come up with a little separation, puts him right on him, does Flacco, and the rest is in the end zone, which is what you want to see. And no, Keith, to answer your question, it's not officially Trevor Lawrence. He is a game time decision.
Yep, we just decided to run the sim with him. And then if it's a backup, whatever, it's a backup. I also thought about like nerfing his mobility based on his high ankle sprain, but I didn't really care that much, frankly. So he's just normal Trevor Lawrence. Hey, Bo, welcome it. Go Browns. All right, 24-10, so very efficient half of offensive football for the Browns. Let's see if the defense can get one more stop here. As Lawrence tries to put more points on, he'll step up and throw it to his receiver. That's Zay Jones for a couple of yards after the catch even. They'll be up to the 41. They'll go no huddle. Fake the handoff to Etienne. Pressure. Looks like Miles getting grabbed. Oh! Jeez, it hit. I think it hit Walker in the face mask. He was so surprised that it was underthrown and doinked him in the face mask, and he dropped the pick.
Yeah, he's got to get that one. That was an absolute gimme.
Speaking of knocking it out, Denzel dislodging the football from the receiver on that one.
Yeah, how good is it to have him back in the lineup?
3rd and 10 here now for Lawrence. Oh, massive. Massive pressure coming from Miles. He's going to force just the incompletion, not the fumble. But they're going to do their job, and they're going to force a punt here from the Jaguars with about 40 seconds left and 3 timeouts. We'll see if Kevin wants to get frisky.
An excellent series here from the defense. Really seems like they woke up in a big way, really punishing that offense out there on that drive.
We'd be beefing for about 3 hours. Hopefully he'll get some house bragging rights.
Yes.
24-10 here. Flacco in a shotgun. Certainly looks like they're going to go for it, and they are. Quick little throw to the left side. See, I think it maybe has to do with how hard he's throwing it.
Yeah, could be.
Red is like a lofted pass, or I don't. It's got something to do with either power or accuracy. That's my guess. To get some more data. Which color is this? Because he chucked that one, and it's bright green. Out of bounds, unfortunately. 3rd and 3 now. Both Hunt and Ford into the football game. Let's see what they opt to do. 31 seconds. They'll throw out of it. Quick throw to the middle. Dangerously so. That one was almost picked off by Olakun, the middle linebacker. And maybe the Browns should have just taken a knee there. They're going to punt the football back to the Jags with about 25 seconds to go. You're getting the football after half. You got a nice lead. I bet you Stefanski would have just knelt there in real life.
Yep, I think so.
Well, 19 seconds now. They have 3 timeouts. We'll see if Lawrence wants to try to sling the pill downfield. Here we go. Blitz coming. He'll feel it, and he'll throw it away very quickly. Wanted none of that noise. I think both Walker and JOK blitzing on that one. Hey, Dwayne, welcome in. Go Browns. Shotgun. Quick throw left side. Again, they did the same thing! That MJ Emerson go ball that just gets past him, and he doesn't, I don't know what he's thinking there, but he fired it in there again, and now they're just about into field goal range, and they are into field goal range. They'll tackle ETN. They're going to still run another play. This is crazy with 7 seconds.
Interesting choice.
Got to be quick. Thornhill save the touchdown, and he'll just chuck it out of bounds, I guess, to set up the field goal. So, it's only going to be 3. We'll see if those 3 points come back to haunt Stefanski later. Again, he could have just knelt it. I guess I could have forced him to kneel it too as well.
So,
Bo,
it
is football in the books here at Cleveland Brown Stadium.
So Bo, it is in this game we've got Trevor Lawrence going up against Flacco as the quarterbacks in this one, but no guarantees at all that is actually what is going to happen on Sunday. Yeah. We'll have to see, as Trevor Lawrence is a game-time decision, and of course DTR is back off the concussion protocol now. We did mention at the onset of the broadcast, we suspect probably Flacco. He's taken the bulk of the first team reps because DTR was still in protocol for early part of the week. So we'll see how it actually pans out. Wouldn't be surprised to see DTR out there in at least some action tomorrow.
Nice run on first down. 5 yards for Kareem Hunt. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the best. We do very much appreciate you being with us. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, as Flacco dumps it short to Pierre Strong again. He's got a touchdown catch in this game, does Pierre Strong. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, we'd love to have you as we continue to grow Nagy Nation. Also, if you'd like the video, YouTube helps spread the love that way as well. Here comes a run to the middle. Ford, and it'll be blown up. Fatu Kasi was waiting there, the defensive tackle. And Ford's actually going to lose a yard. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Go Browns. 2nd and 11 here now for Flacco. He's back to pass. They'll blitz, and he'll find a wide open Cooper to the left side. He'll pick up just 6, but it makes it a much more manageable 3rd and 5 on Cooper's 7th catch of the afternoon. Flacco changing the play. Plenty of time still on the clock to do so. But he is empty. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Over the middle. Caught it! The Chief to the 40-yard line. Beautiful, decisive throw from the veteran quarterback, and Chiefs got a first down to the 40.
Yeah, tight window throw to be sure. You're going to see it right here. Just an opening on the outside shoulder. Nicely reacted, nicely thrown, and Chief with a good adjustment to the ball, able to come up with a big first down.
Nice of him to hold on to the ball as well. Mm-hmm. He hasn't had the drops in the Sims like he has in real life. Big hit, but he holds on. Elijah Moore really kind of coming to life now these last couple games in real life, showing what he can do and what he's done most of the year so far in our Sim. 13 personnel, 3 tight ends, all on the left side. Flacco in trouble. He'll throw it out of the back of the end zone. Well, that color was blue. We'd never seen that one before, so it was either wildly inaccurate or wildly lofted. Out of the pistol. Flacco, short throw. Cooper again to the 20-yard line. Sets up 3rd and 4. Keeping him on schedule. And he has yet to make the critical error, much like he did against LA when he made the critical error. Throw over the middle. Cooper, first down again. Keep it short, keep it sweet. He's got 30 completions, and we're not yet to 300 yards passing for him today.
Well, the 39 passes to 11 rushes. A little out of whack.
I really don't understand it. I keep starting up the running plays. I don't understand.
Yeah. It is.
2nd and 3. Here comes Ford, right side. Nice juke move for Ford. He's got a first down. He tried to get the touchdown. They'll say he's down at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line for the Browns, going towards the dog pound. A little pistol look here on the goal line. Back to pass. Fired over the middle and very heavy traffic. I think Tillman was the receiver. Trayvon Walker, the pass rusher, close enough. I don't even know what I said, Don, so I won't say it out loud again. Ford, touchdown, Browns! Doing a little dance at the end of it as well, as Ford's got his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, and the Browns now flexing a little bit with their offense, which, gosh, would be a nice thing to see.
Oh, yeah, sure would. Would love to see some momentum built on the offensive side of the ball, make them feel good about themselves, maybe go out there and have something to build off of success-wise to feel like they can go out there and, punch some teams in the mouth.
Comes Jamal Agnew. He'll try the right side and be taken down at the 26. Ridley's had a solid day today. Again, no Christian Kirk in this one. Pretty quiet afternoon for Evan Ingram, though. Been a very talented tight end for them since coming over for the Giants a couple years ago in free agency. And now the right side, Etienne, and he'll be stuck by Wardle, pushes him back, and then he breaks more tackles and somehow gets 12. Ward sort of shoved him backwards a couple yards, and he just kept his balance and kept running for a first down.
Yeah, it was interesting. It looked like a few of the defenders kind of gave up on the play a bit early.
And the Browns have kind of been bit by that, like, oh, he's running out of bounds. Just kidding, he's not. And some of those game-winning drives against them games, they did a lot of assuming that people will run out of bounds, and they just ran down the middle of the field untouched. Fair enough. Fire over the middle, first down. Didn't need much, but he got just enough. Another catch for Calvin Ridley. It's pretty much been Ridley and ETN here so far today for the Jags, and they're right at midfield. Trips to the right side, but they'll give a little delayed handoff to ETN up the middle, and they'll fight for another 5. So 12 carries, 65 yards for the running back from Clemson. Here comes another handoff and another big gain as they're gashing the Browns on the ground. Just surprising to me being down so much. I feel like it would be auto throw time.
Yeah, you would expect that, especially here in Madden.
We've certainly seen the. I was going to say we've seen the. Yeah.
Although I will say,
they've done it to us before, where it's auto throw time. In fact,
I was going to say the one thing that the Browns, if the Browns want to have success in this game, one of the big things they're going to need to do is shut down the run game. Now, it's very much a good opportunity to do that. This is not the best rushing attack, but shutting down the run game will go a long way for this Browns defense.
Turn around again. ETN has been the workhorse this drive. 16 carries now, 90 yards for him, still halfway through this third quarter. Second and 7 for Lawrence. He'll be back to pass. Now who's going to hold it? And that's a mistake. Obo gets there. Miles gets there. Maurice Hurst gets there. And a third and long comes up.
Yeah, he'd been so good about getting the ball out of his hands very, very quickly in this game. Hesitates just long enough in this case that the defense gets there, and 3 of them meeting at the quarterback. That's what that hesitation bought him, and that's how he succeeded the whole game, was by getting the ball out of there quicker. This time they were not able to do so.
3rd and 14, they'll throw the screen. It's blown up nicely by MJ Emerson, just a gain of 2. And another long field goal attempt here for the Jags. Looked like maybe a little stamina sub situation. Alex Wright was in there, and then Miles came right back in the next play like it's supposed to work. McManus's kick is up, and it is good despite a flying Cam Mitchell towards his feet. All right, 31-16 now. Browns still with his 15.2 score advantage. Strong from about 2 yards deep, and he'll get drilled at the 15. Good tackle, Kalavion Chase on LSU Tiger. At one point now, a backup pass rusher on this Jacksonville team who's, knock on wood, been pretty much contained. Travon Walker and Josh Allen, a good pass rushing pair out of this base 3-4, and they've done a pretty good job so far blocking it up. Haven't had to call number 66's name for a big mistake yet all day. Shifting the play over, Moore will come to make it trips to the right. They'll clear quickly over the middle to the Chief with a blocker, and he follows that blocker for a first down. Ford turned into sort of a de facto lead blocker on that play, and Chief follows him for 11. That's all they needed. Play action boot to the right side. Levels to Akins, and he uses momentum, takes him out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. If that's the read, that's fine. Just get it to him just a wee bit quicker, or run the boot towards the wider side of the field. Good cutting route for 5 to Cooper. Now 45 pass attempts for Flacco here through 3 quarters. 10 catches, 100 yards exactly for Cooper. I can do that math. Back to pass. Flacco firing right side. Knocked away. Good coverage this time. Darius Williams was over there with Elijah Moore, and they're going to stop him. The Browns are going to have to punt. Have not seen Bojorquez except for one time at the end of that first half.
Yep.
And he'll bobble it and punt it. All right, Lawrence back out onto the field. Trail by 15 with $1:15 to go here in the third quarter. Miles and Z lining up next to each other, top of that defensive line. They'll fake the jet sweep, and over pursuing is Okoronkwo. Otherwise, he would have lit him up in the backfield. Instead, just a 4-yard gain for ETN, but missed opportunity. Again, teams trying to take advantage of the aggressiveness of the Browns' defensive line.
Yeah, they were being aggressive indeed. Going for the sack there was Ogbo Okoronkwo. As another nice run to the left side of the line there, has some success. Ogbo a little over aggressive, going for the sack, thinking that Trevor Lawrence was going to hold on to it. Instead, the counter action, but underneath it works out to some nice success.
Nice tackle for loss there for Walker, filling the gap nicely, and that's how the third quarter will come to a close, 31-16. Kit, I did want to ask you, I was looking at some stuff after the Rams game from Jake Burns about how Stafford was like a mastermind at what he called it, dead cadencing the Browns and getting them to sort of show what they were going to do, and then once he knew exactly, he was able to obviously pick us apart. What does that mean for those of us who don't know what that means? Because Delpit's going to return this for a touchdown. No, he'll be tackled by Lawrence at the 7.
So what he was doing, and Burns is right. So what he was doing was he was varying his cadence, trying to get the Browns to show their hand in terms of who's coming, who is going to be, what coverage are we in. Because a lot of times you rotate your coverage, like start out in a cover 2 shell look, and then rotate to maybe a palms or cover 4 potentially. Bring out like a 2 underneath man look. It just depends on what you're trying to disguise, right? So what he was doing was effectively varying his cadence, trying to have the Browns show their hand in advance of the actual snap, so he knew what the read was, not the disguise, and then taking advantage of those correct reads.
So is it just as simple as the Browns need to be more disciplined on defense and not go until we're going to get a touchdown here to Elijah Moore? Nice play there. Capitalize on Delpit's interception. Is it just them staying more patient and not like trying to go to where, you know what I mean, like wait till the ball is snapped, sort of a thing? Or
yeah,
is it just less disguising?
They're gonna work on that. No, the disguising is good. They just realistically they're gonna work on kind of being a little bit more patient with their rotation because that's obviously, clear feedback from the Rams game that they need to do some more of that. It's the same thing as Myles Garrett getting caught jumping off sides because he's anticipating the snap count, which, when you start to vary that, it gets a little bit harder. You're going to catch him off sides more often, and the same kind of a deal. But it's a little bit more of the what pressure is coming from where's the rotation of the linebackers, rotation of the DBs, where's the actual coverage, and gaps in expected zone or man. It's something that you can, obviously work on being a little bit later on the rotation to disguise for longer, being better with snap count anticipation.
Sure. Hey, Mud Flaps, welcome in. Let's go Browns indeed. They're up 38-16 here so far. So good. The offense has been very good in the sim. I guess I didn't hear as much about it. Did Wilson do that to us as well, or was it different stuff with the Broncos game?
Wilson did some of it as well. Yeah, it wasn't quite as aggressive as Stafford was with it, but there was some of that going on for Wilson too. But I think a big part of it too.
Where we only need to be worried about really, really experienced quarterbacks that can do it, kind of a thing.
No, not necessarily. I mean, younger guys are going to have a harder time doing that properly. The more experienced guys are going to be better at at picking up on tells for what to expect. But I will say one of the things that really probably hurt us in both of these last two games is, the depth pieces that were being employed in our secondary. You got to remember, some of those guys, that we have out there are, replacing Cam Mitchell, replacing Denzel Ward, replacing some of those guys in the backfield, McLeod. So a lot of the late and disguised coverages that were so successful for us early in the season, we weren't as successful disguising them. And a lot of that has to do with just the guys that you're having to put back out there. And they're not going to be as good at disguising coverages and blitzes and pressures and all that.
Very interesting. That's why you watch here at pnagsports, everybody, because you're going to learn stuff. You're good, Mudflaps. 3rd and 12 now for the Browns defense. Jaguars have made their way up to the 30-yard line. 9:20 to go here in the game. They'll go ETN on a 3rd and 12, and the Browns pick it up nicely. Is that the call you run when you know you're running 2 plays in a row? Apparently it is, because here they come. Trips to the left side for Trevor Lawrence. Faking a handoff for reasons unknown. Firing right side, and Denzel knocks it out. Covering the tight end, Evan Ingram, and the defense gets off the field. The Demolition Dogs do their job.
Just like we expect to see in the real game, Denzel Ward making his presence felt out there on the field. He is such an integral part of what this defense wants to do and how they attack offenses. He is so important to this team, and his presence, just being out there on the field, will absolutely make a difference on this game.
Browns in full chew clock mode, fortunately, so they're going to hand the football off. Ford's going to carry that thing with 2 hands, and they're letting the clock run nearly out before snapping it. 3 tight ends into the game now, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. They'll run that side with Pierre Strong. He'll try to get the corner. He does! 50 to the 45 of the Jaguars. Pierre Strong. He's had a couple nice catches. His first handoff goes for 17 and a first down, Browns.
That was huge there. Nicely read by Pierre Strong, but nice wheels to get the corner and able to make it upfield. Big run for Pierre Strong.
He does. He's got like a little bit of a burst that I don't think Ford or Kareem have. I saw somebody else earlier in the chat was hoping for more of Strong in the run game.
Yep. Yeah, he does have that next year.
Welcome in, Big Dog Ford. Another first down. Browns running it now. Hey, and it's working. Surprise, surprise. Yes, he's had a very efficient game, Big Dog. Hasn't stretched the field a bunch, but he's been very accurate in the short and intermediate pass game. Well, that's carry now for Jerome Ford. He's got 52 yards.
That is one aspect with both Cooper and Marquise Goodwin back in this game. Flacco does have that really good arm, especially for pushing it downfield. Mm-hmm. Very accurate. We saw glimpses of it in the Rams game, but having Marquise Goodwin and Cooper both into the arsenal as well should really help that, and I expect we'll see that against the Jaguars, especially with those corners. Their cornerback situation is dire right now. They've got 3 guys out.
Wide open. Joe Flacco to Amari Cooper on that 3rd and long. Both running backs in the backfield, and Flacco just dropped a pea right into a bucket there, and Cooper does his best to stay in bounds, not going to be able to do so. Ford got a little hole and gets hit through the hole. We'll pick up another 5, though. Devin Lloyd on the other side of it. So this one's taken down. Brown's going to take care of business here at home. Would love to see this tomorrow. Here comes Kareem. Nobody in front of him to the 5, to the 2, to the 1 for Kareem Hunt. I was going to say, if they got 38 points, but they're staring down the door at more than 38 here now. They'll spread them out. Nice middle and inside zone. Ford for a hat trick of touchdowns. 3 rushing touchdowns today for Jerome Ford. And the Browns are pouring it on at home here.
Yes, they are. Interesting how much they've scored on the ground in spite of the game being predominantly produced through the air. 3 for Ford, a big day, but primarily, short yardage work there at the goal line.
$45-16 now. 11 plays, 73 yards, almost 6 minutes off the clock. That is a good 4-minute offense there for the Browns. Take time, score points. And they ran the ball. Surprise, and it still worked, Madden. You can do that.
That's a thing, yes.
That's a thing. 45-16. Lawrence still in the game. He's gone the whole way for us here today. He'll hand it to Etienne, who's had a nice day with 115 yards and 25 carries. So they have made sure that he's been involved. Ticking down towards this 2-minute warning. But it'd be nice to not have to force one over this one for once. Big hit by Newsome, keeping Ingram in bounds. Just 4 catches today for Evan Ingram. He's been shut down pretty effectively thus far. Lawrence in a shotgun on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Do appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on Sports. Joining you here is another nice run for Etienne to the left side. A big run, 141 yards now for him. He's been very good. 90 seconds to go. Let's see if the Browns can hold him out of the end zone. Oh, you're absolutely right, Keith. It could be 25-16, but if it's this time of the game, they'd be rocking 45-16.
Yep.
It'd probably be empty by now because people would just get to leave and be like, this is amazing. I've never had a Browns game where I just get to leave in the middle of the fourth quarter and feel 100% satisfied that we're going to win the game. Pressure coming from Hurst and Smith. Everybody's there. Z's going to get halvesies with it and talk a bunch of stuff to Trevor Lawrence after the sack. Miles also probably going to get half credit for this one as well. No, that was all Zadarius Smith. Second and 21. At least the Jaguars are not calling their timeouts. Appreciate that from Doug Peterson. But with about 20 seconds to go, this could be the end of the game as he'll float it right side for a touchdown. Zay Jones beat Denzel Ward. We've seen that route about 3 different times. Just those go routes from the wide positions of the receivers, and he just throws it off the line. And the wide receivers have been beating the Browns' corners every time we've seen it. But too little and too late for this one. Well, about 20 seconds left in the game. Kit, why don't you go ahead and start wrapping this one up, and I'll get to some stats when it ticks all the way down.
Yeah, it certainly was an interesting game. Browns predominantly through the air, but effectively so. They were efficient on the vast majority of their drives. I think they only punted it twice in this one. But they found a way to get the job done. Defense did enough. It was, at times a little spotty in the run game in the pass coverage. You already mentioned the outside work there that, some corners getting beat on the perimeter. But at the end of the day, didn't particularly matter as the offense was very good at putting up points and end up with 45 of them. Vice the Jaguars 23 to come up with a big win at home.
Trevor Lawrence today, 23 of 39, 285, 1 touchdown. He did turn the ball over twice. Flacco also no turnovers today, which is massive. 26 for 141 for Etienne. It was actually Dearness Johnson who had 1 carry for 4 yards, but it ended up in the end zone. Calvin Ridley, his favorite target, 12 for 150. Also a pair of drops. Zay Jones, 7 for 66. He had that touchdown very late in the game. Leading tackler today, Devin Lloyd, no surprise, 16 for him, 13 for Cisco, 12 for Olakun. No sacks today of Joe Flacco and no turnovers for the Jaguars defense. That is a recipe for winning football. Flacco, 38 of 49 for 335. That's 77% completion, 3 touchdowns for him. 19 for 62 for Jerome Ford and the 3 touchdowns. 5 for Kareem and 1 for Pierre Strong. 11 for Buck 18 for Amari Cooper. 8 for 90 and a touchdown for Moore. 8 for 69 and a touchdown for the Chief. 5 for Ford. 3 for Tillman. And again, Pierre Strong had the first touchdown of the day. 14 tackles for Emerson. 11 for Thornhill. 10 for JOK. 1 sack for JOK. A half for Okoronkwo, Hurst, Miles, and Zadarius Smith. And again, Grant Delpit and Cam Mitchell both adding interceptions. And all of that adds up to 45-23 Browns. Yeah, sorry, 504. We're glad to have you on. But it was a fun one, so you should go watch. Guys, this one was a lot of fun. We do appreciate it. Remember, if you'd like to join us to chat during the Real Browns game, you can do that on the Discord channel. You can also find out in advance of when we're going to sim and vote on games of the week, like we did the Philadelphia-Dallas game a couple of days ago. So this one was a lot of fun. We'll get to do it in real time tomorrow and hope that the Browns are victorious. 8-5 would feel very, very nice after tomorrow, especially with the Steelers dropping one on Thursday. So for Kit out on the left coast, I am Phil here in Central Ohio. We are Nagy on Sports, and we will see you guys the next time that we are on. As always, go